Well, hello and welcome back everyone, my name is Yu, and today we're going to be continuing playing Genshin Impact. So, next on the agenda, we have the next story quest, which is Sigewinne's story quest. And after which, I'm gonna do Emily's story quest, and we're gonna be fully set for Natlan. So, let's go. Let's get just right into it. The Warmth of Lies. Focused experience mode enable. Alright. Here we are. Where are we gonna go? Okay. Not too far away from here. Oh. A reminder, in case you don't know, I am playing on my phone. And with UI being hidden, I do not see the buttons I am actually pressing. Oh, that's a very fancy crowd you've got there, Sigewinne. So I'm basically just pressing on buttons from memory.
This shop looks popular today. Wonder what the occasion is.
The people are very fancy. Potion.
Butterfly Dew Cosmetics now on sale. Huh, looks like it.
Paimon's voice sounds different. Huh.
Oh, Sigewinne's here too.
Look at her. Bouncing her head. She stopped.
Hey there, Sigewinne!
What are the chances?
Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. I hope you're keeping yourselves fit and healthy.
Maybe?
You bet we are. So anyway,
Damn,
what are you doing
look
here,
at those.
Sigewinne?
Look at those guns Paimon has. Damn.
The Duke insists I take regular vacations in the Court of Fontaine. This one just so happened to coincide with a promotion for a new skincare product, so I came over to
Skincare?
take a look.
I
I like
see.
to keep up with the latest industry developments when I can, to help me with my magazine articles.
You would know a lot about skincare, wouldn't you? And yeah, it makes sense why there's so many fancy people.
Wait, you write? For a magazine? Which one?
Also, yeah, I completely glanced over this.
It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles about skincare for them, using the pen name Maritime Flower.
Wow. Fashion, beauty, aromatics, yeah. There's a lot of this kind of thing in Fontaine.
Oh, wow! You're a Maritime Flower? If Paimon's not mistaken, you're one of the leading figures in the Fontaine Beauty Association!
Really? This is the first time I'm hearing about that. Since when did you start reading beauty mags, Paimon?
What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty!
Aww. Paimon wants to be beautiful. Don't worry, Paimon, you're already beautiful. Maybe when you grow up a little.
I really like this role. The staff at cosmetics shops are always so polite. And as long as I wear a big smile on my face, I always get the best customer service.
It's always like that, right? And not just with the customer service. Even, like, man, whenever I moved to a different country, it felt so different because of how the customer service was like. Because everyone was very happy, with a smile on their face. And maybe sometimes it's a facade and it's a forced, right? Because it's a customer service. But at the same time, everyone back in my homeland treats each other like shit. While here, it's so pleasing, it's so welcoming, it's crazy, it's such a contrast. It just makes such a difference. It makes you want to stay here. And just a simple smile, just a simple good attitude could change your perspective so much.
Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the maritime flower.
A V. So, what got you interested in beauty products, Sigewinne? How'd you become a leader in the Beauty Association?
Obviously, it's because of Sigewinne's love for beauty. Still a leader of the Beauty Association? That's incredible.
Holy crap. I thought you were just a nurse. Well, not just a nurse, I'm a Melusine nurse, but still. It's crazy, right? Being a leader of the Beauty Association when you're a Melusine and your perspective on the world is completely different from humans. Huh.
The truth is, I study this field because I cherish my own appearance. It has nothing to do with being beautiful or not.
You cherish your own appearance. Still doesn't quite add up. Still don't quite get it.
Oh, the words of a master beautician defy comprehension!
Beautician?
Oh, wait, you're saying that natural beauty is the highest form of beauty, right?
Not really. Actually, Melusine aesthetics are very different from human ones.
Yeah, that's what I was
We don't
saying.
view humans based on their appearance.
Yeah. One of the Melusines saw Paimon as a balloon with a string attached to, the heavens.
If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness.
Okay. Am I cute enough?
Oh, really?
Yep. Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care of it, I've ended up learning quite a lot about skincare and stuff.
Care about sharing your skincare routine?
It turns out, my knowledge and experience is pretty popular with beauty product lovers. It came as a big surprise to me, though.
Yeah, imagine. You're just doing that as a hobby because you want to, you know, maintain your look. And everyone's like, oh my god, she's the best at it! And I'm like, bruh, our views are different. What are you yapping about?
Oh, Paimon gets it now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway? Are you like only half Melusine?
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation about that. I might be too early into the episode to say what those speculations are, so I'll leave this for later.
Ooh, wait, sorry. That was probably really offensive, wasn't it?
You have no idea how offensive that was to the internet.
No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. I made a decision to turn myself into this form a very long time ago.
Phew. Doubts are misplaced. We're all good.
If you're interested, I could tell you the story.
Right away? Doesn't it like take like half of the quest for us to get to the point where we get to hear the backstory, or
A shape-shifting story? Oh, heck yeah, of course we're interested!
That was a bit of a different line delivery, and she says we're interested, and all I see is heck yeah, Paimon's interested, and I'm like, but no, it's fine.
Once upon a time.
Really? Right off the bat?
Long ago,
Oh.
humans
Cutscene.
rejected Melusines, and Melusines feared
Yeah.
humans. There was
I
one
recall that.
Melusine
Oh my
who
God,
became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her.
Aww.
So, the Melusine became the girl's friend, And the girl
Yay.
became the Melazine's patient. Your checkup
She's so cute.
You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melazine.
The subtitles are a bit misplaced.
In this
Look at him.
game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melazine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
No!
Melazines can't be trusted.
God damn it! You shut the door!
Just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend. In desperation, the Melazine approached the frightening witch. She
The
begged
witch?
and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs.
Human sin?
But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melazine did not hesitate for very long.
Thunder?
On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret.
Yeah, the ears.
The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved.
Thank God.
But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again.
Man.
Since then, I've lived my life in human form. Most people who know me just think I was born this way.
What do you mean? You didn't think she would recognize you? Go, you have the ears still, or whatever those pointy things are. Wow, we really just got a backstory right off the bat. Well, that's new. Who was the witch anyway? Why was she a witch? Does she have something to do with the action circle, perhaps? Humja.
Ooh.
Also, yeah, that's crazy. Like, you're saying, like, oh, practically nobody knows about this, the backstory of mine. We basically just asked... no, she just asked, are you curious? I can tell ya. As if we're, like, it's just so casual, even though it's such a big deal for her.
A witch? A potion? Why does this sound like a fairy tale?
Paimon, do not use the F word. You're gonna attract the witches. You're gonna attract the A word. Actually, the A word is A. Huh. I said the A word. Holy crap. We're doomed.
Trust me, it's a true story.
True story.
Must be the way you
Source
told
trust.
it then. It just sounds so...
You're an incredibly kind person, Sigewinne.
Yeah, not every Melazine would take human form to save their human friend. That must have been a huge decision.
It definitely was different. Right? Because at that time, Melazines were still not accepted. So, maybe, potentially, it could have also worked in her favor. Outside of that one situation.
Treating patients is a doctor's duty. We must always find a way, even when the going gets tough.
Ugh. It's so crazy that they turned you away just because you were a Melazine. Especially when their daughter was so sick.
Well, Those were the times, Paimon, those were the times. And, you know, I can't really blame them. I'm gonna bring back the topic from Nevilette's quest. I understand the level of anxiety because I know the lore, right? I know the lore behind Melazines. A lot of people that I've seen do not know, so they were just like, oh... So they were really against people acting this way towards Melazines. And I'm still against that. I'm not gonna...
Well,
God damn it.
sometimes appearance can be a real barrier. But that was a long time ago. I like how I look now anyway.
I'm not gonna victim blame or anything. It's just that I can understand people's perspective. Because finding out that Melazines were born from Elinas that caused such a huge disaster some time ago before they were born, that would have been crazy. And they have said, because you are born from calamity, quote unquote. The calamity being Elinas. It was crazy stuff happening with Elinas. And of course, they were only born after the Narcissenkreuz incident inside the Elinas' corpse. But still, they were born from flesh and blood of Elinas. And since Elinas brought so much distraction, it's no wonder that people would have anxiety and fear of these creatures that were born from the same source. Right? The apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. So, it's natural to have this level of fear. With the context. It's still fucked up though. Don't get me wrong, it's still a fucked up situation. It's just I can understand the fear that people had.
Paimon too! You're super cute this way.
And that is the highest form of the compliment. You are super cute.
Attention customers! Thank you all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce that our exciting new product is now officially on sale.
It looks like some kind of a perfume store. Like something that would have something to do with Emily.
Well, there we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, Paimon, if you want to buy any skincare products, I'll be happy to give you some suggestions.
Hell yeah.
Really? Personal advice right from a leader of the Fontaine Beauty Association? What an honor!
Allow me to introduce our newest skin lotion, Butterfly Dew. I'm sure many of you have already read about this product's trials in the newspapers. To say that it improves skin quality is an understatement. This product gets its name from the way it transforms your skin and makes it glow anew, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis and spreading its wings for the first time.
That sounds very much like the potion the witch gave Sigewinne. But at the same time, she said that it was concocted through the human sin, which I thought was like primordial water. And it could still be the case here in this form, but the primordial water wouldn't have the same effect on Fontainians. Actually, well, if it were before, this water would have just dissolved to them, never mind.
We are thrilled to have the inventor of this fantastic product with us here today.
Oh, he's
Please
evil.
welcome Mr. Rawat, a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh.
Now, without further ado, I'll hand over to Mr. Rawat to tell you all about what Butterfly Dew can do for you.
Can do for you. Weird that I haven't seen you around the Institute. Although I do not remember most of their names over there, but Still.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello,
yeah.
everyone. I'm Rawat, and I developed Butterfly Dew.
Your hair color is different enough, I would have noticed you. You're a fraud.
Wow.
Oh.
What a looker.
Damn. They added blush? This is the first time I'm seeing blush. Oh, like this. Holy. Is this actually just blush, or is this just like makeup?
He's a researcher? Wow, he's really challenging the stereotype.
It seems that everyone is surprised by my entrance. Or should I say, my appearance.
My appearance is so gorgeous because I use this product. I have a couple of thoughts. Well, first of all, we have seen a young researcher that looks like him, and, well, it didn't turn out quite so well, did it? And two, he could just be like an actor that looks pretty. That's why it defeats the stereotype.
I'm well aware that researchers are generally better known for their brains than their dashing good looks. In that regard, I do believe I break the mold somewhat. Of course, appearance is a skin-deep way of defining a person. And yet one's appearance can be a very real set of shackles, holding a person back in their life.
But I feel like it's more deeper than that. Also, I saw two suspicious guys in the background. Even though they're just chatting, they don't look like they fit.
It can rob a young person of their self-confidence when applying for a job. Dissuade a young lady from approaching the one she loves. Our actions are at the mercy of our appearance, and we slowly become the very person that the outside world sees us as.
Also, yeah, that was a blush. It was makeup.
But what if I told you that those shackles can be broken? If our appearance prevents us from changing, then let us first change our appearance itself. Wash away moles, birthmarks, and wrinkles, and they can no longer rob us of our confidence.
Birthmarks?
Replace them with luster and radiance, and we shall never again hang our heads in shame.
Moles? Brother. Moles can be sexy.
That is why Butterfly Dew exists. Its mission is to allow us to shed our pupae, undergo a complete metamorphosis, and embrace a new life.
Have you seen, like, Yelan, Kamisaro Ayato? Kamisaro Ayaka?
Well, whether it actually works or not, after that speech, Paimon's already sold.
Holy crap, Paimon. I can sell you junk.
Mr. Rawat, could I ask if you've used this product yourself?
Of course, I tried it many times while I was testing it.
That's
You can
why I
consider
look so
me
great.
a product ambassador.
Wow, then it's sure to work.
So gullible.
Still, I don't expect to convince you just by blowing my own trumpet. So, could I get a volunteer from the audience to try it out?
Volunteers!
Paimon. Paimon. Sigewinne is interested, but she is not raising her hand.
Oh!
Excuse you?
Ah, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of
Oh.
the Fontaine Beauty Association here with us. In that
So they
case,
know.
Miss Sigewinne, could we seek your most expert opinion on this product?
I was under the impression that people didn't know her true identity.
Sure.
Whoa, is that Romaritime flower? They say she's the pickiest user of skincare products in all of Fontaine.
Here you go.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high. Even for Fontaine, this is a
The animation is
first-rate
cute.
product.
Wow.
Wow, now that's high praise.
I'll take one. Any discounts?
All right. Well,
I'm
all
still
that
sus.
remains for me to say is Butterfly Dew is now on sale.
What is it even made of?
Think we should buy a bottle too?
Are you paying for it yourself? Nah, you're cute enough already.
Aww, really? Well, it's still good to care for your skin though, right? Paimon definitely feels kinda rough from being exposed to the elements all the time.
You've been touching grass too much.
And if you're worried about whether it's the right product for you, well, luckily for us, Sigewinne's here, so we can get an expert consultation.
The warmth of lies. Thank you, title, for bringing my suspicions even more. Hey. Hey.
Drop your weapons.
There better not be any contraband in here. With the rate that I'm doing this every time. Every time. Just randomly someone's just walking by on the street and catches a stray.
It's an honor to receive such high praise from you. To be honest, I was also hoping you might be able to point out some flaws in the product so I can keep improving it.
He seems genuine enough.
With most skincare products, the pros and
See,
cons
where's-
only become apparent with long-term use. Oh yeah, this one has instant benefits, improving skin quality without any obvious side effects. It's one of a kind.
Too good to be true, even one could say.
Don't worry though, I plan to keep using it, and I'll publish regular reviews in Beautés en Fleur. You can read my thoughts there. All you need to do is subscribe.
Are you sure it's a good idea? With like long-term cons. You know, maybe you'll damage your skin that you cherish so much.
Oh, I was hoping for a more casual conversation, but you are a beauty association leader after all. I understand if you want to keep this professional.
Sigewinne? Oh, excuse us, Miss Beauty Expert. But do you think this product is a good choice for me and him?
And me too!
Wait, are you the renowned traveler?
Hi, yeah. My skincare routine is to take a quick dip in the Fontaine waters every day. And on very special occasions, some bath water from Miko's hot springs. What? You hear some?
That's right, and by his side, the equally famous Paimon.
The equally famous. The infamous.
Well,
The
I don't
Equimus.
normally handle customer questions personally, but since it's the traveler asking, allow me to make an exception.
My reputation knows no bounds. Like my traveling.
Butterfly Dew is made for all skin types, so no matter who you are, you can rest assured that it will be kind to your skin. If anything, it might be marginally more effective on Fontainian's skin, but other than that, it works the same on everyone.
Huh. I just realized that this motto I just said is kind of stupid because I do have bounds, and these bounds are called Paimon. Well, never mind. Also, the fact that you mentioned Fontainian skin, you just confirmed that it uses primordial water. Yeah. I feel like it's a safety hazard just waiting for its opportunity.
Why would it work better on Fontainians?
What are you gonna say? What's your excuse?
In the interests of protecting my trade secrets, I'm afraid I can't answer that, Miss Paimon.
primordial water.
Alright then. How about a friend discount?
Save yourself the trouble. I'd be greatly honored to have both of you use my product. Here, take 2 bottles for free.
You know what? I am very sensitive to these kinds of products that include water in them. So that's why I use them. I can feel very strong emotions from waters that I use for my skin. That's why. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna continue that sentence. I'm gonna feel the malice in that skincare equipment of yours.
Yay! Paimon's private fund survives!
Again with your private fund. I'm keeping an eye on you, you know. What's the catch? Is this a publicity stunt?
I can see why you might think that, but please don't misunderstand. This gift is simply a token of my esteem. There's no business motivation behind it. To me, finding new customers for Butterfly Dew is about meeting kindred spirits, fellow admirers of physical beauty. I consider it a labor of love.
Dude, I really like you. I really get you, you know. I subscribe to your philosophy. I like how you think. But you're just shady as hell, dude. Like, I don't have trust in you at all. Like, at all.
Admirers of physical beauty? Eesh, that's embarrassing to say out loud. It sounds so shallow.
Shut up, Paimon.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Miss Paimon. Most people claim to desire inner virtue, but it's still physical appearance that turns their heads. This is a fact of life. It's only natural for people to desire to become beautiful. And that's exactly what inspired me to choose this research direction in the first place.
You're right. Everyone loves beauty, don't they?
Look at the time. My apologies, but I have other things to attend to. I'll leave you with these 2 bottles of Butterfly Dew, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Busy man, huh? I'm just gonna jump the gun and say, why do you gotta be evil? Why?
Paimon, I'd say there's no need for you and the Traveler to use this product for now.
She definitely picked up on something.
Why? Is there a problem with it?
Not in front of the store, Paimon. Not in front of the store.
The quality is fine. I just think there's room for improvement. I think I could add some ingredients to the mix to make it more effective.
Really? Then why didn't you tell Rawat about that?
Researchers are a very special breed of human.
You could say that again. Holy.
You can point out their flaws to their face and they won't mind very much. But if you tell them that someone else could do a better job, ooh, now that'll make them really upset. If I'd mentioned it, he probably wouldn't have given you those 2 bottles for free.
Fair enough, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
If you're interested in the more effective version, I can write up a list of ingredients for you. Just come get me once you've gathered them.
I love how when Sigewinne finished her sentence, I thought in my mind like, fair enough. But I didn't say anything out loud. And then the next thing Paimon said is like, fair enough. I'm like, I didn't even connect the dots straight away. I'm like, yeah, Paimon's right. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why did you say the exact same thing I was thinking? What the fuck?
When you say more effective, you mean it'll make Paimon even prettier? Ooh, how can we say no?
A prettier Paimon? How can you get that? Endgame.
As for me, it's probably time I got back to the Fortress of Maripede. I mustn't leave the infirmary unattended for too long.
I'm feeling blue balled. What is happening?
Alright, see you there then!
Where's this going? What? We- That's it, guys. Story quest came to an end. We have a new beauty product. We're gonna put that in our teapot. That's it. That's all we get. By the way, I was talking about these guys. They are still here. Yeah, they're just NPCs. That's fine. So what now? I don't even know what we are doing. What are we even doing?
Just up ahead, traveler. The ingredients for Sigewinne should be nearby.
Oh, ingredients. Okay. Oh, okay, I see them. These dudes? Really?
Final warning.
I'm sorry, little guys.
Smile!
Ready.
God damn it. Not seeing the buttons does throw me off. But I'm doing great, I feel like. Alright. Alright. Where are the next ingredients? Oh, look at that, bro. Every time. This is so gorgeous. Holy crap. And I'm not even talking about Clorand. Though she definitely helps the view. God damn it. Okay, on the left. No, no, god damn it. Get the ability. Is that it? I don't think you guys are it. Although maybe you are. Nope, oh god. Come on.
Great! That's everything!
Okay.
Let's head to the Fortress of Mirapede!
That guy just... You know that meme where there's a scream that just fades away? That just happened to him. Oh, look at the reflection. Ah. Oh my god. There is one thing that I'm gonna regret. And that is not having a recording of my first ever experience of underwater exploration. Yeah. That's a pity, but still. It's fine. Okay, let's go to the infirmary. Maybe we'll see the Duke. Hello, Blueberry. Oh, Valberry. Berry. Hey. Are you, may chance, are interested in some beauty products? You do need some skincare routine, you know?
Kids these days, you just...
That was such a perfect timing. Oh my god.
Whoa, the infirmary is
Hey,
packed.
there's Risley. I still can't believe that.
Please, you have to believe me. I saw it with my own eyes last night. Another me. He looked exactly like me.
Oh? Clones? Cologne?
Got it? Okay. I've written down everything you told me. Now, I have a few tests to run. Take a deep breath and don't worry. It's nothing to be nervous about.
That is creepy. Meeting your doppelganger. You know that that's there's like an omen that if you meet another one of you, like a doppelganger of you, that means you're gonna die.
First, which finger am I holding up?
One.
Your index finger, but I'm telling you, my mental state is fine. I'm not crazy.
Very good. Now, on to the next.
I mean, you know, I would try sometimes. Like, it would heavily depend, you know. Like, if I was in the same situation, I would definitely doubt myself and my senses. They could be, you know, just fucking with me. Maybe I was on drugs. I don't know. You know, you never know. But also, if something really happened, and the truth was concealed from me, and I was just being set up as crazy, that would fuck with me too. So I would be really suspicious of everything, of everyone around me, and of me as well.
Hey there, Your Grace. It's been a while, huh?
What's up, Duke? What's the tea?
Ah, it's you two. Indeed it has. I would offer you some tea, but I'm afraid the timing is unfortunate. Duty calls.
Huh. Not just duty, but also booty. You know, because of your cake. Okay.
No worries. Actually, we were looking for Sigewinne. Do you, know what all of this is about?
This inmate came running to the guards in a panic, claiming to have seen his exact doppelganger.
A doppelganger? Doesn't that just mean someone else kinda looks like him?
Either that or you're gonna die. Yeah.
And that's what I thought when the report first reached my desk. But we've inspected our records. No one even vaguely resembles him. Considering how certain he is of what he saw, I can only surmise that he's having some mental issues. So I brought him for a medical evaluation.
That is a fair assumption.
Alright, very good. Take a sip of water and rest for a bit. Evaluation complete. I couldn't find any symptoms pointing to a physical condition.
What about a mental one?
I see. So do you still believe there's more likely to be an issue with his mind than his body?
I have to assume so for now. Psychological issues are more difficult to detect. At this stage, we can at least confirm that he is in command of his cognitive faculties.
Mm-hmm.
The rumor mill will go crazy if word of this gets out. Guards, take him to the ward for a period of observation. The Marechaussee Phantom has requested my cooperation on a case, otherwise I'd deal with this myself. Sorry for the trouble, head nurse, but I'll have to leave this to you.
Marechaussee Phantom, you say? What do they have in mind? What are you guys doing? What's the case? What's the tea?
No problem, Your Grace. I'll add him to my observation list.
By the way, we have a couple of guests here who have made the trip just to see you. I imagine it must be important. You probably won't need to add them to your observation list, though.
Thanks, Duke.
Oh, Traveler! Paimon, it's you!
Hey there, Sigewinne! It's actually not that important, but...
Yeah, Paimon definitely sounds different.
I'll be in my office if you desperately need me. Goodbye for now.
Always. Always do.
Okay, bye-bye! So, Sigewinne...
Would you mind waiting for just a moment? I have another patient to see. Just find an empty bed and take a seat. I won't be long.
Oh, sure.
I won't be long.
Sigewinne, we've brought him. And he
Oh.
seems to have taken a turn for the worse again.
Also, he has a hat. That's very reminiscent of something. That's something else.
Okay, don't panic. Let's start by sitting him down here.
Paimon had no idea how busy it can get for Sigewinne. Maybe now's not the time to ask for her help with skincare.
Patience, Paimon. She'll help us. We just need to wait. And we'll help her. In the meantime, we could offer to help Sigewinne.
Good point. Besides, it might actually be interesting to observe her at work.
Well, this could hurt, so I suggest you take a deep breath first.
What's with him? I can see some red. Are we gonna see, like, a wound? An actual wound on the face? Are we?
Did his face melt? What happened to him?
You're obscuring this. Show it to me.
It's anyone's guess. His face melted off shortly after arriving at the fortress. But since he's a serious offender, he can't be allowed out for medical treatment. Best we can do for now is ask the head nurse to give him something to manage the symptoms.
They are cowards. They're not gonna show it to us.
This is gonna be awkward. We still need to bring him to the Marechaussee Phantom for questioning. What if he scares them half to death? Will that be our fault?
The Marechaussee Phantom? Does this have something to do with the case Risley's dealing with?
Spill the tea.
Yep, it was a huge case. They bagged a few dozen crooks in one fell swoop.
Holy.
And this guy's the baddest apple of the bunch. He harmed countless people. And now, it looks like it's all finally catching up with him.
You done gawking?
Are you done listening?
Not yet. I need to check the severity of your ulcers to decide the right dosage.
Stop obscuring it. Show it.
Don't worry. We Melazines have a very different sense of aesthetics from humans. To me, he just looked like a little kitty with slightly scruffy fur, but still just as cute.
See, you're cute. To me, you look like a cat. What do I look like then? I look like a tiger. Roar. That was too cringe now.
Don't patronize me. Do I look like a kid to you? Just give me the meds and let me out of here. I already missed my cell.
Good talk.
Hey, lose the attitude. You dare talk back to our head nurse like that again, your days are numbered.
Aren't they already?
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to apply the medication now. Tell me if it hurts, alright?
He wasn't really rude to her. So I'd say it's fine. He didn't really show that much of an attitude. I feel like it's acceptable.
Look how nice Sigewinne's being. And he still talks to her like that? What a nasty piece of work.
Show it you won't.
Can I leave now?
I understand why they didn't show it, but still. It's a shame.
Wow, not a peep. What a brave little guy.
What a brave little guy. You're such a cutie.
Thank you, Sigewinne. And I apologize for the trouble.
See? He left without complaining. Nothing. Not even a...
So, Traveler, Paimon, did you bring the ingredients?
Oh, yeah, we
did, but we don't want to interfere or anything. You're busy saving lives here.
Oh, don't be silly. I agreed to it, didn't I? Just hand me the ingredients, and I'll make some time to whip it into the improved version for you.
Hell
Take a
yeah.
rest here if you want. Or, if you're not tired, I hear they're holding a new pancreation tournament in the administration area.
Do they have pancakes?
Or alternatively, is there anything we could help you with, Sigewinne?
Take it as a token of our gratitude.
That's right! Let us help you out! It's the least we could do!
Good point. Kind-hearted humans start to develop guilt if they accept free help from others.
True. That is true. It also depends on the culture and where you grew up. Sometimes it's best to just accept the kindness of others. But if you had a certain upbringing, it would be really difficult to do so. I've met so many people like that. On both spectrums, actually.
Don't worry. I'll take a look at my schedule. I'm sure I can find something to treat this condition.
I feel like it's best to not exactly feel guilt or entitlement, but just be grateful for what you have. And not just be like, oh, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But just have these little gifts for each other from time to time to show our appreciation of one another. And I don't feel like there should be any room for guilt. At least in a very legitimate relationship.
I gotta warn you though, it'll be tiring work. So I suggest you take a break first, then come back and see me when you're ready.
We were taking a break kind of before that, so it's not like we're tired. Oh, straight away, okay.
We're ready, Sigewinne! What's our first mission?
I found the perfect job for the traveler. First, I'd like you to lie down in this bed.
Come on. If I were to be paid every time I do that, I'd be a millionaire. That's an easy one.
What for?
I need you to pretend to be sick.
You don't gotta tell me twice. I've done so much when I was a kid.
What?
Oh, is it that difficult? I thought you did a pretty good job last time.
Don't call me out. Actually, well, that is true. But you still saw through us, so was it that great of a job?
Oh, so you knew.
I sure did. He was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates, and you played along very well, Paimon. I observed you two for quite a while after that.
Well, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again now?
No time to explain. My next patient will be here any second. Please just do as I say.
Oh.
You can, pretend like you've got a nasty headache, and throw in some dry heaving for good measure.
Oh, God. Oh.
Okay.
This is hell. Oh my God. So hot. Oh my God. Oh?
Hey, Doc. It's
Little
me.
Beak. Little Beak.
I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it. So annoying.
I'm guessing she wants him to see what's gonna happen if he's not gonna be treated. Like if he's not gonna take something seriously, it's gonna turn out pretty bad. She wants to teach him a lesson, like, or I don't know.
Your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. Well, the last thing she needs
Look at
is
the
to worry
feet
about
tingling.
you being sick as well.
Oh, oh my God! Oh, God damn it! Oh.
I know! I shouldn't treat the place like a playground. Shouldn't go swimming in the lower levels where we join up with the sea, because it'll give me a cold and distract her from her work.
Oh, oh God. Fucking headache. I can't think straight. It's painful to think.
I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days, but it's always, don't do this, and don't do that.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, by the way, I just realized that that's a kid, and I was like... oh my god, I was just totally chill with the kid being in the Fortress of Meripede. I didn't even... I remember the Lenoir situation, and I'm like, oh god. I was really just not surprised to see a kid here. Like at all.
Sit yourself down and I'll take your temperature.
Oh!
Your fever still hasn't gone down. Well, here's your medicine. 1 cup for starters, and we'll see if it helps.
Oh.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? I've got an uncle who caught a cold. His fever went away on its own after a couple of days. Can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case.
I'm dying.
I sure can. You're a very brave boy after all.
Oh.
Huh? Brave? What makes you say that?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, then you'll have to tough it out like this guy.
Taco Bell dead sound. Here I go again.
Hang in there, traveler. Are you gonna puke? Paimon can get you a paper bag.
I'm gonna puke on you, Paimon.
Huh?
As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever, you'll be right as rain after just a few days' rest.
Whew. I'm feeling so much better after throwing up on Paimon. Oh god, is that diarrhea?
And if I'm not tough enough?
Oh no!
Hey! Wake up! Wake up!
Paimon, if I don't make it, change my pants.
Put it this way. At least you'll never have to see the doctor again, right?
I think maybe I'll take that medicine after all, if that's okay.
If you're tough enough, don't be like me, kid. Taco Bell, that's...
Oh, of course. Here, it's still warm.
It's so bitter. Oh.
What was that sound? Oh, the sobbing. What was that?
All done. Great job, you two.
It sounded like those cartoon dentures, you know?
That kid really doesn't know what's good for him.
No, seriously, Paimon, you better change my pants.
His mother's a guard here. She's been working back-to-back shifts lately. But unfortunately, his father's away on a business trip right now.
I see.
She had no choice but to bring her son here for the time being.
I see.
He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that the Fortress of Meripede would be all fun and games.
With this kind of fortress, yeah, I see why.
So you made us put on that act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine? That's a pretty sneaky trick. Seems like there's a whole side to Sigewinne we never knew about.
Good thing I picked up on it from the beginning.
It's a technique I learned from my teacher.
Teacher? I see, and there's more to the story than I thought.
Oh, you had a teacher? Was she a Melazine doctor too?
She was human. She passed away a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would imagine. It would be strange if a Melazine that's supposedly the same age would teach another Melazine about medicine that's treating humans. Like, it wouldn't work. Like, straight up. It had to be human.
Oh, sorry.
I think she's past that.
No, it's fine. I really liked my teacher, so it's always nice when I get to talk about her with other people.
I'm willing to listen about her. I'm very interested.
She was a traveling doctor.
Traveling?
Since she didn't have a clinic, she'd go out and visit her patients wherever they were. Dealing with the badly behaved ones was her specialty.
Badly behaved one.
She used to say, if you can scare the little brats into taking their medicine, you won't have to hear them wailing and screeching when their condition gets worse.
True.
Huh, she sounds like a pretty strict teacher.
Just from that? Nah.
Strict? Well, that's not how my teacher saw it. She thought of herself as terrifying to kids.
Fair enough.
Strange way for a doctor to describe themselves.
Was she a
now
dentist?
Paimon's curious to know what she looked like.
She was a dentist, wasn't she?
As it happens, I actually have a picture of her.
Still? You still do? Oh my god, so precious. Looks like any other granny.
Oh, wow, yeah, okay, that'll terrify the kids.
Yeah, she looks like my math teacher.
Yep.
No,
All the
actually,
children she treated
like
thought
my
she was a
literature.
witch.
Actually, like my literature. No, 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 actually, like my literature teacher. No, actually, like my literature teacher. No, actually, like my literature teacher. There we go. I've tried to say that sentence too many times. Thank you.
Why does it almost sound like you're envious of her?
Oh, because I am. If she was here, all the children would take their medicine without any need for tricks.
A doctor who looks like a witch. True, they wouldn't dare try anything funny with her around.
Oh, me, on the other hand, it's hopeless. Children aren't afraid of me at all.
I see. That's true.
That's actually a good thing, you know?
Depends.
Oh,
But
my
yeah.
next patient should be arriving now. Would you mind lending me a hand again?
The same way?
Sure thing! On to the next mission!
Do I poo my pants? Should I poop my pants again? A dozen or so patients later.
Is it nighttime already? That flew by. You really have a busy job, Sigewinne.
Well, thanks to you two, it was much easier today.
You're very welcome.
Aww.
Glad we could help.
Should we get some rest? It's getting pretty late.
Oh, there is one last thing. I have to keep it confidential, so I usually leave it till after everyone's clocked out.
Confidential? Are you sure you can tell us?
Secrets.
It's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you know. All it is I have to prepare some ingredients to make healthy meals with.
Ah, that's right. Right, you're gonna sneak some meals of your own.
You mean those healthy meals?
The ones that magically appear on the third day?
My patients refuse to eat any healthy meals I prepare in front of them, so I have to prep the ingredients in secret, then let the chef at the Coupon cafeteria handle the rest.
Damn. Yeah, if this is the only thing you had for the whole day, yikes.
Considering even the chef's version makes people uneasy, it really makes you wonder what's in it.
Or the chef's skills. Wolsey.
You want to find out? I can teach you how to make it. That way, if you ever suffer from exhaustion on your future travels, you can prepare a healthy meal for yourself.
A stamina
really
meal?
good for you, you know.
Well, if it's a stamina... Well, if it's a meal that regenerates like 100% stamina, I'm willing to eat that.
Sure? Guess we can help out one more time.
This is a learning
The
process.
ingredients are ready. Now, put them on the table and add them in the order I tell you.
This looks like some chemical bioengineering.
First, we add this special slime condensate. Stir it thoroughly, then pour it in. See that? It adds elasticity. It looks just like tasty jelly, doesn't it?
This is some chemistry class. Holy crap.
Yeah, it really does. Until you remember it's slime condensate.
Paimon, you literally made slime food. What are you talking about?
Next up, xenochromatic crystals. You want to crush them up into a fine powder, like powdered sugar.
Is that actually edible?
Wait, are those from Fontimer Aberrants? Are you sure they're edible?
That's what I'm saying, Paimon.
Finally, we'll need some high-protein meat. Frogs are an excellent choice. You just need to clean their innards, and then you're left with some lovely, tender meat.
Oh god. Oh.
Frogs.
Okay, now we are indeed entering French territory once again.
And we're done. All that's left now is to pack them into lunch boxes and hand them to Walsey.
Wow.
Yesterday in the production zone, I noticed an inmate who's been working for 2 days straight. That means it's a healthy meal for him tomorrow.
Sigewinne really does have the inmate's best interest at heart.
Yeah. It's cool that we are getting to see more insights to the Fortress of Meripede. And see more of these little things that we have kind of figured out during our stay here, but haven't actually seen. And now we got the chance to. So that's pretty great. Walsey! Hi, Bren.
Ah, head nurse. Got some extras for me?
Just the one today. The serial number's on the lid.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Sounds like they're talking in code.
I don't know, it seemed pretty straightforward to me.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I only wish I could do more. You work so hard for all our sakes. I'd happily lose a little sleep if it meant helping you out.
That won't do. If you reduce your sleeping hours any further, your health will start to suffer.
All right. Nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told. But you take care of yourself too.
Aw. Bye, Walsey.
Well, I'm done with work for today. Thanks for helping out, you two.
Seems like the guards and staff here have a lot of respect for you, Sigewinne. In just one day
Yeah.
of helping you with your work, it feels like we've done a lot for the fortress.
If I saw a single nurse nursing the whole prison, I'd have respect for them too.
Head nurse, please, wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late at night, but I think you'll agree, this is urgent.
And not just, like, nursing. She's doing even a lot of extra work over that.
Just
That's
relax
crazy.
and catch your breath. What's the matter?
Another doppelganger? Or face?
The guard
melting?
at the observation ward, Odilon, he told me to pass on a message to you. One of the inmates there, the guy suffering from possible hallucinations.
Yeah?
Well, he seems to have made a sudden recovery, and now he wants to apply for permission to leave the ward.
Okay.
Already?
What? How did... What do you mean he made the recovery? Oh, don't worry, guys. I don't see my doppelganger anymore. That means he doesn't exist.
You were right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him.
Looks like we've got one job as medical assistants left. We'll come with you.
No, Paimon, I am the medical assistant. You are the assistant of the medical assistant. Hi, Bren Online. Give me a welfare meal. Oh god. It expired. Okay, where is it? Where's my meal? Excuse me? Oh, it's here. There it is. Coffee. Pudding. Bavoir. Just when you think it can't get any worse, you must be alert for things can always get worse. Thanks. Foreshadowing, I see. Well. Okay, where are we going? Second... yeah, second floor. Or maybe someone would call it the first floor. This isn't a hotel. Tevat has its own rules. Okay?
Ah, head nurse, you're finally here. I'm
Eric.
so sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, but I believe I've now made a full recovery.
What makes you believe that?
After giving it some thought, I'm sure that I was probably just seeing things. Stress-related, I imagine. I'd been working long hours, so I definitely wasn't in the best state of mind.
A very big 180.
I totally understand. Still, I have to give you an examination before I can discharge you, okay? So, take a deep breath and don't be nervous. It'll be the exact same procedure as we did this morning. We can start whenever you're ready.
Again, so sorry. I was in such a state this morning, I barely recall anything. Would you mind taking me through it again?
You don't recall?
Oh, not at all. It's a lot to remember. First up, we have a little cognitive test. Just concentrate and you'll be fine. To start with, which finger am I holding up?
Your pinky.
Under Sigewinne's guidance, Eric quickly completes...
Alright, all indicators seem normal.
So it was a stress-induced hallucination after all?
I am so full of anxiety and stress this entire quest. I'm so sus of everything and everyone.
Well, we've certainly had previous cases of mental illness caused by overwork, which is why I carefully observe everyone in the production zone. I wonder how I managed to miss the signs this time.
She managed to miss the signs because they were disguised by the new skincare product.
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just still adapting, that's all. Pushed myself too hard, and I guess I couldn't take it. Thanks for looking after me. I'll be as good as new after a good night's sleep. And if you can give me the okay, I know I'll sleep better back in my good old dorm.
It can be difficult to relax in an unfamiliar environment. Alright then, you can leave the ward. I suggest you take 2 days off to focus on your recovery. I'll take you off the observation list for now, so you're officially discharged.
Great. I can't thank you enough, head nurse.
Mr. Odilon, could you escort him back?
Of course. I'm on guard duty in the administrative area tonight, so nothing will go wrong. You have my word.
Alright.
Guess you're finally done for the day now, huh?
There's so many signs. There's so many suspicious things. I can...
Yep. But I still haven't gotten around to making that improved lotion for you yet.
Oh, no rush! Seriously, it's super late now. You should go get some rest too.
Well, tomorrow it is then. Good night, Traveler. Good night, Paimon. Hope you sleep well.
Unless we don't get interrupted again with a wave of, who knows what
Oh,
to
don't you
expect
worry.
tomorrow.
We will. After a productive day of work, we're both gonna sleep like a log.
Like a lotion. Good night, Sigewinne.
Yeah, sleep tight, Sigewinne. See you tomorrow.
Wait until morning the next day.
Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go find Sigewinne.
Very healthy food. What you guys up to? There are kids these days. I still can't believe that happened. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Whoa, how is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
And there's a Mel's in here.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon.
This guy again.
I have a few people here for a checkup, so you might need to wait for a while.
A checkup, uh-huh.
No problem. Anything we can do to help?
There's a bit of a complicated situation here. I'm still getting to the bottom of it myself.
You have to believe me. I'm telling the truth.
Another one that's seen a doppelganger?
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Uy.
Okay. Mental distress. Just a different type.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the arrest warrants. It's clear as day that you're Gascon.
You mean because of the way
She's
I
pretty.
look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged
Wait.
me in here for an interrogation.
Wait. Oh my god. No, it's not a mental distress. It's legitimately making people look like someone else. First, a guy saw someone that looks just like him. Now, here's the guy that had changed his appearance to look like someone else.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll
Oh god,
All right.
sorry.
I get it.
This is nuts. Yesterday's interrogations went fine, and now this.
Some vile dark magic is at play. But also, if this guy is actually legitimately telling the truth, and my hypothesis is correct, that means that the real criminal is still somewhere out there.
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marachose Phantom?
Yes?
Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
Oh. So whatever that group was made doppelgangers of themselves. To be arrested instead of them? Huh.
That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims. Questioning them further got us nowhere, so for now, we've brought them to the infirmary.
I can imagine. How would you, have proof or evidence to something like that. Like, that's insane. But I've had my suspicions, so I believe them. And also, this story quest didn't have any mystery or conflict, and now it's about time. So I feel like that's our call.
And we thought yesterday was as busy as it got for Sigewinne.
We've compiled their
Today is a
statements.
special occasion.
Have a look. Perhaps there's something we missed.
Wow. Hey, traveler, have a look. Maybe we professionals have missed some details. Who's this Paton? Payon. I'm Honor. I had applied to go out and see a doctor, but when I woke up, I was in another cell. Unbelievable. Gascon, okay. Today should have been the final day of my sentence, so I should have gone free. What gives? I'm Eric. Eric. Here we go again, the name Eric. Wait. I'm Eric. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? No, there's no way my release papers are getting squared away today. Henry. Oh my god. I feel like I get it. So, there was this guy Henry, and was this guy Eric. Henry changed his appearance to Eric. So that there was two Erics. The real Eric saw the doppelganger Eric and freaked out. So they put him onto observation. But then Eric's appearance changed into Henry. And they kind of switched places. So the real Henry was the guy that we saw this morning. Or, I mean, not this morning, the last night. The one that we set free from to his cell, I mean. That's why he felt so different. Because it was a different person. And that's why he did not remember anything. He didn't remember the procedure because he wasn't the one. It all makes sense now. It's all coming together. So now this Henry is the real Eric that saw his doppelganger. That was freaking out in the first place. Lazar. My name is Odilon. I'm a guard. Odilon? Wait. I think I was attacked. This isn't me at all. What? Odilon? Oh my god. That's the guy that was also present last night. And he was the one that said, "Don't worry, I'll be on patrol, so nothing will happen." He was the one. They were working together. Henry and Lazar. Oh my god.
Wait.
It's all coming together. Holy shit. What is this technology? What are they doing?
Release. Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
Oh my god. So they explicitly changed their appearance to those that were going to be set free.
I noticed that too.
But also a guard?
If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little. Every serious offender claims that there's someone else who just so happens to be due for release today. And they're expecting us to go along with that. No,
I mean it's a reasonable assumption, but I It's not
All
that.
the more reason to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though. Just say we're out of forms, and that we're furiously printing more as we speak.
He's smart. He's preventing those guys from releasing. He's not gonna let them escape. They are gonna fume. They're gonna be fuming.
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released, so they can walk out right under our noses.
That is indeed what I said. I'm surprised that you got it so quickly.
We did consider that possibility. But I mean, just look at them. They match the warrants, period. How could there have been a switch?
A face melting? A brave boy? Not even a squeak? Doesn't hurt? This guy with the band-aid is sus. I feel like he's the one that should have escaped, but isn't escaping. Because he's under suspicion. Because of that melting on his eye. And that's why he's acting kind of low-key. Because he doesn't want to be caught. I'm telling you right away. This guy with the band-aid, he's him.
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing I did was check for lookalikes, and I didn't find any. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today. But it's not exactly hard to put on a fake voice.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse make of all of this?
You know a lot about fake appearances.
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear with me.
Oh, are they gonna show like a different NPC inside of the other NPC? Show it.
Isn't that the guy from yesterday?
Show it.
This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers,
God
which
damn it.
require an operation in the hospital at the Court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment under guarded escort.
So you authorized him?
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Potton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Potton's case, but how do you explain the other inmates? You're not telling me their souls switched bodies, are you?
No. These are still the same bodies, but just like you can imagine that as putting a lot of makeup on them, so their appearance changed into a different one. Like you're wearing a mask.
No, I believe it was their faces that got switched.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about that Band-Aid guy, because I thought that he was still in. I didn't realize that she sent him away. And since she sent him away, that means that he's out. That means that he's out. But at the same time, if he's out, he does need a surgery. But why though? What was the cause of the melting face? But if they actually switched faces, and it's not just a mask covering the real face, then he shouldn't have that injury anymore.
The method is a bit
I
like
don't know.
replacing a tooth. take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. And actually, I think I can prove it to you. Traveler, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the other day?
I do, yeah. I caught on to that.
Sure do.
Then you can be my witnesses. To start with, please fetch the inmate who claims to be Eric.
The one who claims to be Eric. Haha. Okay, so... Lazare, Poton, Gaston, Henry. I think you're the Eric one.
So, you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse, it's me. You do believe me, right?
He should be the one to remember that treatment that he got last day.
I need to do another examination on you. Same procedure as yesterday.
As yesterday, yeah.
All right, it's the cognition test first, right? So I need to
He
concentrate.
remembers it. He remembers it, and the other guy did not remember it. This is
Now,
the proof,
try
yeah.
to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which finger did I hold up?
I believe it was...
Index.
Your index finger.
Yep.
But that means...
It wasn't the same person.
Huh?
So, basically, last night, the Eric who said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. Sigewinne did another test before letting him leave, but that time, she held up her pinky finger.
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell.
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so
Yep.
they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up,
Yep.
and planned to switch appearances with them.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. That allowed them to avoid scrutiny from the other guards. Then, once all the other inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan.
Yeah, true.
However, they made one mistake. Henri changed his appearance to match
Henri.
Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric.
I see.
Real Eric came to the guards for help, but we didn't know then what we know now. So we put it down to hallucination and sent him to the observation ward. However, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place, muddying the waters even further.
That's why it was so sudden. Odilon asked to... the fake Odilon asked the guards to call for Sigewinne. And so they had... like... he was the one that observing him, so they had plenty of times to do a switcheroo. Yeah.
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then, and no inmates on that list can be processed for departure until I've discharged them.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. The Duke cracked the case.
Hey. I did it. Give me some positive affirmation, please.
Well, I can't fault the reasoning. But I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process.
What do you mean?
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Malazines in the Marechaussee Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise.
Because you see way beyond just the appearance.
We carefully examined all the suspects, and there is no evidence that any means of disguise were used in this case.
So it's not just a face swap then.
Huh. Well then, how do we explain all this?
So far, it seems more likely that the gang stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release, and are using that to commit identity fraud.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that, okay.
Actually, there is a potion that can completely change someone's appearance.
Yeah.
If they use that, even a Melazine wouldn't be able to detect it.
Even a Melazine.
A shape-shifting potion?
Forgive me, head nurse, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. If such a potion truly existed, it would jeopardize our entire investigative process at the Marechaussee Phantom. Are you certain of this?
Yes, I am.
Crazy. Crazy that they are finding out about this just now. Imagine how many crimes could have been committed with using this.
Please, trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation.
Yep.
If we can round up all the inmates suspected of switching places, then have a little talk with both sides, we might just get our answer.
Good thing that you didn't send them away yet. Now we have a chance to talk to them. But they are smart people. They probably wouldn't crack that easily.
Yep. Let's do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it was our negligence that meant we had to come and conduct these post-internment interrogations. And I know it's put you out. We'll do it your way.
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late.
What?
A bunch of people already got processed 2 hours ago.
God damn it.
I checked the list, and sure enough, it's all the people who gave statements.
2 hours ago? That's before today's interrogations began. They had this all planned out.
And they had an insider in the guards. I mean,
so there really was
not
a
in the
switch
guards,
after
but
all. They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one.
God damn it.
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
Not if that potion is real. They can just switch faces again after leaving the fortress.
True.
And if the Marechaussee's Melazines can't even spot them, we wouldn't know where to start searching.
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Are we?
Well, technically there is one more lead we could follow up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh.
I believe his name is Rawat.
That's interesting. So there is a potential that he's actually a good guy.
Oh?
Rawat? Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skincare promotion?
Handsome? Maybe from a human point of view. I just remember that he specialized in potions.
Does that mean he also changed appearance to appear fancy and beautiful?
One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture and sale of illicit drugs. According to Mr. Rawat, they appear to have stolen technology he developed through his research and used it in their operation.
I see. So he developed this... Well, this potion existed long ago. But he kind of used it for his research. And this gang stole it from him to use. But if he helped to catch them, why didn't he say anything about the product? Maybe he also doesn't know that it could change appearances? This is strange.
At first, he thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their criminal operation, he reported them to the authorities.
Good, okay.
Thanks to his report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one go.
Alright.
What a hero! Bet that took courage on his part.
No doubt. This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be targeted by the escapees.
That is fair enough. That is fair.
That aside, since he's negotiated with them in person before, there's a chance he'll have some additional information for us.
Yeah, especially with his product.
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on the face switch victims for us.
Of course.
Okay, so he's stuck here.
I'd like to come along and help you catch these criminals.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night, so I feel partly responsible.
And we also have some additional information that could be useful, so might as well.
Don't say that, head nurse. Your focus was on the inmates' health, and rightly so. We can't ask you to help with arresting criminals. That's our duty.
I also have a more personal reason. Potton is a patient of mine, and if I don't get a new batch of medicine to him in time, his condition will get much worse.
Look, head nurse, I completely understand where you're coming from. But arresting criminals is dangerous business. And if anything happened to you, none of us can afford to take on that responsibility.
Come on. Have you seen her gameplay? She's okay on her own.
Don't worry, I can defend myself just fine.
You say that, but still.
Have you seen that little prick she has?
If I may, Miss Morgan, Sigewinne is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic than yours.
Yes.
My suggestion would be to bring her with you.
Great approach. Would have done the same.
And if you really are worried for her safety, then...
Give her some bodyguards. Like me. But I'm not along anyway.
There you go, why don't you? Can I count on you?
Okay, well, since this plan has a Zeus blessing, far be it from me to refuse.
Blessing.
We should head off immediately. Time. Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business, and we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The Mars is a phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating some more legal research?
Not this time, no. We're looking for a researcher. Do you know where we might find Mr. Rawat?
For what? Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome, right?
Mr. Handsome indeed.
He actually doesn't work on site very often. There's a handful of researchers in the area I know pretty well, though. Let's see what they know.
That's why I haven't seen him here. But where would he be then?
Just a handful? I don't think he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression on people.
Okay.
But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute, I don't think he's ever had a single deep conversation about his research with his peers. That's no neighbor friends around here.
I see. That makes sense.
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion.
Well, he did prefer having small talk more than anything. But then again, small talk could lead to some philosophy matters and discussions that this guy was talking about, so I don't know.
I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends.
Really?
Nerd!
I couldn't tell. Must be a Melusine perception thing.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us some time.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne. I'm suddenly kind of curious to know what everyone really thinks of him.
Okay. What his colleagues are thinking. Okay. Lanty. Look at these guys. Oh wait, what? You have something for me? What is this? Is there anything of note nearby? Oh, I mean, this is okay.
What are we gonna do about these mecha fish?
Mecha fish. I'm gonna get fired. Okay. Where exactly am I supposed to go? Ah, I see. Okay. There is one guy there. A photographer here. That is a nice scenery. That is a nice scenery. I do agree with you,
Sorry
pal.
to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marechaussee Phantom with an investigation. We'd like to ask you about Rawat's whereabouts, if that's okay. We're told the two of you are pretty close.
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
Oh?
Oh yeah? What happened?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. But not Rawat. All he cared about was how to commercialize his findings. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first.
Wow.
Also, he has better control over who gets which intellectual property rights. How are you supposed to get any meaningful research done working with a guy like that?
I see.
Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor, I don't need to work with him anymore.
So that's what Rawat is really like.
Yikes.
We'd still like to know where to find him. Is that something you can help us with?
Wait, Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can.
Have you
I
been
respect
there?
the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Aw.
Wow, turns out Sigewinne's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a few he meets with every other day or so. Maybe they know where he's at.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence. The little I overheard was about
Confidentiality.
manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
I
Drugs?
see.
Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows? I never cared to find out. He's the Morag rubber, not me.
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
Good luck, Bertram. I see. Definitely more than meets the eye. Aw, what cute birds.
Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out where he is.
Close friends? You mean
I
because I
like her
told him I
design.
had feelings for him once?
Oh?
I doubt I'm the first or last at the Institute to make that mistake. Why would you single me out as a close friend?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open that wound. I just really like your eyes.
I should have known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women. They're not interested in a serious relationship.
Look at the eyeliner. That's an irony that I'm talking about her design when she's talking about men not being interested in serious relationships and just interested in these sorts of things. Awkward.
Okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me.
You barely know him. You barely know him, and you admitted to having feelings for him? Wouldn't that be a little early?
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
Well,
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If
Potentially.
we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity.
but do we want to reopen old wounds?
Maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But I know a cure.
Let's see the professional in action.
It's curable?
Oh, we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
I don't care. I don't care. He can go off and die.
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's
Damn.
right, yeah! The Marshosei Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe.
What? How has this happened? He seemed fine when I last saw him, and that was only a couple of days ago.
Aw.
Just happened to run into him, of course.
Man, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, do you have any thoughts on where he might be right now?
I'm not over you. I'm not over you.
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place.
Oh?
I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
I'm Sigewinne.
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him, so I could get to know him better. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like,
Yell?
fine, I can take no for an answer, but what's with the temper tantrum?
Clearly a touchy subject. Sheesh.
Unbelievable. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior. They can't stand it when a few home truths shine through.
Yeah, I feel like it's more complicated than that.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again.
We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marshosei officers when we regroup.
Cool, sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Well, I've told you everything I know. Don't you think it's time for you to go looking for him? Not that I care, obviously.
How are you writing things down and looking away? Or is one of your eyes looking at the notebook and the other at me? Oh my god. Now that is a true researcher at work. I could not find the jump button. What's up?
Hey there, are you Antibes?
Antibes.
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be? We were told you were pretty close with him.
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use. He wouldn't even let me use his patent.
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw him. I don't know where he's at. Go ask someone else.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product he developed?
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly dew, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
And it was also thanks to Sigewinne that recommended it.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in our areas of research. Why would he refuse to work with me? I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too. If it worked out, I could probably make as much as he's making. Don't get me wrong. I had no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research. Followed the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
Huh, so is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous?
Both are true. Well,
Well,
maybe
it
both
doesn't
of
look
the
like
above.
we're gonna get any info about Rawat's whereabouts from him. Let's go!
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antibes, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin, steep in water, then drink. It'll help calm your mood.
Aw.
Huh? Yeah. Thanks.
You better listen.
Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point.
Okay, where is it? Again? Uh-huh.
You know, Paimon started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. It's such a surprise to learn that his peers have a different impression of him.
I would say that colleagues and, I would say that colleagues have a different impression of a person because they have to work with him, or at least they have a chance to work with them or see them at work. But at the same time, it's also clear that they know more about him than other people do.
So, what's your view of him now, Paimon?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder?
Are you just describing Dory? Nah, she's not handsome.
So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all?
I feel like there's more to it than just that, but we can't really judge yet. We don't know much. We only know what other people think of him. But there's clearly, something deeper.
Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. At least in Paimon's opinion. How does such a handsome guy end up being so antisocial? Even with his difficult family background, it just doesn't make any sense.
The Melusine said that he's not very handsome, at least not by the Melusine standards. I don't know if that means that his soul is not cute, or does that mean that he wasn't always cute? That he wasn't always handsome? That's the
You
thing.
can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
True. But again, given that his colleagues say that he was handsome, it's just, if he, at some point, he wasn't handsome and he became handsome, that means that there's more stuff going on behind the scenes.
Head nurse. Traveler.
Oh, damn.
I assume you've spoken with the researchers. What did you find out?
You exchanged the intelligence you've gathered.
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case, I ran a background check on him. I don't remember there
Whistleblower.
being any brands under his name.
I love that because all Melusines also use whistles. Especially Talchard. I love her.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with others, why wouldn't he have registered his own brands? Maybe he and his business partners needed to avoid public scrutiny?
Uh-oh. But if he worked with those guys... I don't know if he actually did, but... potentially. If he did. What would be the purpose of them infiltrating the fortress of Meripede? Just to try and escape later. Would that have anything? Maybe the business partners are someone else. I don't know.
You think he may have colluded with the gang? Well, the crime was manufacture and sale of drugs, and that would certainly be in his wheelhouse. We can't rule it out.
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on them!
That's what I'm saying. Is it this gang or is it like another gang? But if it is this gang, then what's the deal? Maybe some inner discourse? Maybe he like betrayed them? Because he has gathered enough money? I don't know.
Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. Grown-ups and children aren't so different in that regard.
If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him.
I feel like it's more likely that he just knows how to put up an appearance.
You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them. I've seen it happen many times before.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck.
Would that be the case?
In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rawat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
True. We better go and find his mother, at least.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago. If no one's seen him since, maybe we're too late.
No. Because the gang escaped, at least some members of the gang escaped only 2 hours ago, maybe like 3 or 4 now.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too. Not a good sign.
Yeah, it was like a finishing line for him. That he decided, okay, now I'm gonna lie low. So there is a high chance that he is with his mother. Potentially.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. Seath, think you can find the place?
Seath. Cool name. I like her. Seath. By the way, I like that we kind of lied to the woman that has feelings for him about him being in danger, and now we're just realizing, oh shit, he might actually be in danger.
Yep. When you register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
She's got such a nice voice, holy crap.
Okay,
For a magazine.
then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
Not like other magazines don't have a proper, cool or awesome voice, but just that sounds so much more gentle and human and professional, you know? Like, wow. It doesn't sound like Melusine voice. Alright, where are we going? There? Next to Lenoir's house? Let's go say hi to her, at least. Lenoir! Hi guys. What are you? How are you chilling? Foul. Oh. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to. Hey Lenoir! And your grandfather. How you doing? I don't know what sort of cake Cater likes. You can do it, Lenoir. Okay, I'm definitely gonna make the most delicious birthday cake ever. I don't know your birthday either, Mr. Traveler, Miss Paimon. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. Where is it? Again, there it is again. Very uphill. Holy crap.
All right, this should be the house. I'm pretty sure this was the address.
It's gonna be crazy if there's like a huge secret secret laboratory underneath this small farm-like house.
Okay, I'll knock.
For some reason I thought she said I'll unlock.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. This seems serious.
Oh?
What's the fastest way to get this door open?
Break the door down?
No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it. There'll be a mountain of paperwork if we damage a citizen's property.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stay behind. I'm just gonna unlock it.
Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open!
Wow. Amazing.
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
You're amazing, Seath. Ah. Ambush.
No, don't look this way. I'm supposed to be hiding, remember? Captain's orders.
Oh, she's so cute. I love Seath. Oh my god. Enter Rawat's mother's residence.
Hello? Anyone home?
Wow, what a nice house. It looks much more... It looks much bigger than from the outside.
Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right?
It's
She doesn't
way
look like
bigger.
she's in any state to be answering our questions, though.
There's a lot of flowers here.
We could
Surprisingly.
try, but she is very ill. We mustn't force it.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? We are trying to locate him.
Damn. Oh my god.
Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is?
Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rawat's not here, things are looking very bad for him.
Is
He
it
should be
possible he could
close.
have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
If he knew that he was in danger and didn't want to bring that danger to his mother, that wouldn't make sense because he still knows the condition his mother is in, and he knows that she needs his help. So if he is doing it for her, there's no way he would, like, just dip because of the danger. Because if he did, he would be just leaving his dying mother helpless on her own.
Maybe. But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the Institute.
Yes, so?
Come on, guys.
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time, but perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope.
We didn't even investigate the house.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care.
Of course.
That is fair, yeah.
Traveler, stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant after all.
You got it.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as well, and keep an eye on the area.
Why's that?
If Rawat knows how serious his mother's condition is, he will return.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
See if he's staying.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon.
No problem. But when you say her condition is serious, do you mean...
Yes. She's barely clinging on to life.
Oh.
Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods, including some very expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that a recovery looks all but impossible.
Must have left the guy pretty desperate.
Sigewinne. Paimon bets being a nurse must be pretty tough at times like this.
Yes, it makes me a little sad. In Melizine's eyes, a human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much a part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place.
Aging.
But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
Especially aging. At least for now. Maybe at some point we'll find a cure and won't age as quickly as we do now. That would be ideal, wouldn't it? But looks like this granny here has reached her limit in terms of aging.
Sigewinne.
Well, don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less, and she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah. All the more reason to find Rawat as soon as possible, even if we don't catch those crooks.
Oh, her fever is getting worse. Could I get some hot water?
Sure, we're on the case.
I'll take care of her. Fetch me some hot water if you would.
But before that, I'm gonna check the table. The storage trunk has been riffled through, and some essentials are in it. Did Rawat come back previously? Found it. Fortunately, there's still some ready-made hot water here. Huh? This cabinet seems to have a hidden compartment. This is... The way into the underground lab is written down in the journal. Oh, and it's close to the research institute. This seems to be a place where a family group photo should have been. Why has the photo itself been removed? That is strange.
Found the hot water?
Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away.
It's obvious that he would, because at the research institute people don't see him very often, so he must have some personal space where he does his research.
Oh, that's great news. But hold on just a moment. The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right. We'll go bring him back. Please hang in there. Thank you.
All right. See?
No, don't look this way.
Still busy. Gotcha. That is pretty far away. I know there is a secret lab, like, right here, or close by, behind this cliff. Right there, I think. Yeah, there's the entrance. Oh my god! I guess the police is doing their job.
It's Officer Morgan! They're already here!
Huh. They're quick.
We came as soon as we heard the news. I can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial information of all was hiding right there, in that room. And we missed it.
Didn't do the investigation, I told you. But also, this is a huge entrance that wasn't there before, I swear to God.
Don't blame yourself. Right now, we need to focus on finding a way in.
There's a mechanical door over here. Hopefully the instructions in Rawat's journal will help us open it.
Instructions. Pull the lever. That's it.
It's open. Let's go in.
Okay. Private laboratory. Let's get this bread. Hell yeah. Time to have some pills. I love the bubbles. I love the bubbles so much. Yeah, not very sterile, now is it?
How did they get in here?
Oh, it's this guy!
Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
Oof. How do you like it? Yeah, this guy has the appearance of the guard.
Don't slip and fall.
Crazy. How long is the cooldown? Okay, there we go. Floaty booty!
Slip and fall.
You like that? Huh? You have a, ow, ow. You have a fire crossbow? I have some bubble hearts for you. Oh my god.
Wibbly wobbly.
Quibbly wobbly!
Don't slip and fall.
How do you guys like that, huh? Not a big fan?
Come again.
Well, if you want to.
Let's see.
My god.
Don't
Bruh.
slip and fall. I swear, it's for medical research.
It's for medical research, I swear. Oh, there's more. Oh god.
Don't slip and fall.
That tingle?
Okay, guys.
Smile.
For medical research.
Freeze!
Let's blow bubbles.
That tingle?
Ow.
Cross.
Now I'm mad. He might be.
Now I'm mad.
Should replace my hammer. That
Did you hear me? I said, now I'm mad. No?
Have a little taste.
You have a little taste, bruh. How do you like that, huh? You like the taste of that? It's gonna be just a little prick. Look at him.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
Ah, so these guys were just the lookout crew.
How did they make their way here already?
The Mara Shosei Phantom! How did they find this place?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress.
Yeah, no, it's not him. It's the guy that changed his looks into the guy.
That's right, I'm on your side.
Okay, dude.
The Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Ah, well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter.
Damn.
The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all!
Stupid.
DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
got it.
Working with the police. Catching bad guys. Oh god. Okay. Is there like a chest here somewhere? No? Can I go through this? Doesn't look like I can. I potentially could. Oh god, too much. Hip. I could make that. I could have. What? Swing! How did that happen? Holy. Swing! Oh my god! Guess that was a swing. What's down here? Nothing. That just gave me flashbacks to... I feel like I'm playing the old Ratatouille game. Where we were, like, swimming in the sewers. And there were puzzles. And there were restricted areas. Oh man. I'm having flashbacks, holy crap. I feel like I'm playing as Ratatouille right now, to be honest. Ooh, that's big.
So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility?
This scent. It's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location?
By the way, imagine having a name Morgan. That's crazy.
Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess. We need to find Rawat as soon as possible. He has all the answers we need.
Understood. Well, let's not linger here. Let's go. Come on.
Just an educated guess. Well, I can always go deeper. Some notes. Production log. Been receiving less and less of the source fluid. Is it because of the flood, after all? At least we'll be able to make our scheduled release after this batch is ready. Yeah. It does look like they have been using the illegal primordial water supplies, or synth, maybe even. I thought we would never hear about synth again because, well, I don't remember who. Maybe it was even Shavruz that said to us that they've dealt with most of the leftover synth business after the flood.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around.
Not even after the flood, after the case with what's his face? I don't even remember anymore.
Too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
That's a lot of red. I don't like that. Oh, wait. God damn it. There we go. There's a chest. There's a chest. Let me in. Let me in. And the door quite similar to the door Risley was showing us. Yeah, damn it.
Floaty booty!
Where is he? Oh god. I was like, why isn't he landing?
Wibbly wobbly!
You know what? I don't care.
It's for medical research.
Oh my god.
Floaty booty!
Maybe I should have saved them, but I don't know.
Don't slip and fall!
Ow, ow, ow. Whew.
That wasn't very nice!
That wasn't nice, was it?
Yo! Don't slip and fall! Wibbly wobbly!
Damn! More puzzles. Oh, what? Wait. Am I missing something? Wait, goddammit. No, wait. I don't really get. What's happening? What if I do it like this? That doesn't work. What's the difference then? No, I just want to have some fun. By the way, I'm standing on nothing. Ah, this car has something inside. Car.
Don't slip and fall!
Okay. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that doesn't look promising.
This room's much smaller than the others.
But the equipment is quite bigger.
Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse, over here.
Why such huge aquariums?
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes? Why would he change here?
Did he change his appearance?
Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind, and disposed of him somewhere else?
Pamon's freaking out.
Yikes, Sigewinne, where did that come from?
Don't you see? She's
Oh, what a tragic way to go. Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
Damn. I don't see a bright future for him now, to be honest.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the pace.
Did we only just noticed it? Okay. God damn it. The supply of the source fluid has completely dried up. Though that means this final batch will be able to fetch a good price, finding a new way to refine the liquid might be a better use of it. No, it's too late. There's the chest. God damn it. Thank you for the small box for me. Here's the door. Yikes. What a huge lab, holy crap. Look at that. Holy. What is this place?
Shh! There's a whole bunch of people in there!
Oh, I thought it was us. But no. These are our guys?
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
I see. So I was kind of correct.
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see.
Yeah, so they changed the primordial water to change their appearance instead of them dissolving. What the
Why
fuck?
didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Say Phantom found out about your other crimes. Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning. We only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this?
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. If you place too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna melt off eventually.
I said enough arguing! Parton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion, after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me 1 bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work.
Sounds suspicious.
What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have 1 spare bottle each?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if that document even exists!
Freeze! Marshall, say Phantom!
Whoops.
What? Who let them in?
We?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
Rawat?
So they don't know where he is.
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now, if you want any chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
Nah, he's probably hiding, like, somewhere high up.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Excuse me?
Pardon?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone get away!
I just assumed that because I remember a scene from the trailer where Sigewinne was looking at that huge wall at the back, and there's like an outlook post. I thought he would be in there.
Don't slip and fall!
Watch out!
Hold that pose!
Yeah.
Let's blow bubbles!
Your funeral, guys.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Maybe mine.
The wrong test subject.
Oh dear. Ow!
Floaty, floaty! Yoo-hoo! How dare you! You might feel a little prick.
Oh.
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Yeah, I'd be afraid.
Captain, we finished the head count. Potten's missing.
Botton's missing, huh?
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down.
Oh, so
Good.
he's the one up there.
I gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I see.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to our rescue.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
Yikes.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous.
Damn.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Why would you do this?
Crazy.
Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have him exposing my potential whereabouts.
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead, struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one will ever find me again. So long!
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
Your dressing.
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me.
But
Don't
you're
you worry
clearly
about
interested.
me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the? How did you?
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians.
Oh.
It might look like ordinary water, but it has some unique elements in it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh. Oh. That's more disgusting than I thought. It's not primordial water. It's the water that Fontanians turned into. Oh my. Oh.
Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form.
I see.
Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
I see. That's... oh my god. Oh. The power of water, its ability to take any shape, huh? But at the same time, the supplies were human lives. Basically, they were draining people's blood. Oh my god. This is more dark than I thought. Holy shit. They were actually just making people dissolve into water to then use their remains for this.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with primordial seawater? Then their crimes are far worse than I thought.
Yeah, Morgana, I was about to say, your job is not Paimon's. You don't have to repeat all that.
How could you know all of this? No, wait. Of course! Well, well. So that's why you have a human appearance.
Is it? Why? It's kind of permanent. Unlike yours. But who knows what that potion was. She said it was containing human sin. At first I thought it was just primordial water. But human sin... would that really be Fontanian's blood?
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of.
God damn it.
The air's getting thicker. It's getting hard to breathe.
Okay, I got it. She made him stop.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me, and sure enough, a little experimenting later, I'd produced the potion.
Wow.
I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were his supplier for some of the raw ingredients.
So they provided him with the Fontanian water. Oh. Oh my god. Someone's bathwater now has a completely different sense.
But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need to combine tainted hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around 3 to 7.
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls. I see. Can't believe I never thought of that.
So, can we make a deal?
Will he? Now he kind of understands the process. He probably thinks that he can do it himself now. Maybe?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
Look at that.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here? I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
Who's got the leverage now? That's right.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
He didn't close it. Already? We are indeed leaving. There's a lot of poison gas. Are we gonna get hurt if we stay here? Doesn't seem like it. I'm not taking damage. Sniff, 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 sniff. I'm good. This place is really cool. Yes, the bath water, the tub water. Wait, a moment. Didn't think this one through. Actually, maybe. Maybe. There is hope. There is still hope. I'm on timer. Holy crap. Oh my god. God damn it. Give it. No, get it. Oh my god. I don't think I can. Wait. There's a ladder here. Okay. We're saved. We're saved. We're saved. I almost died in this place. But I'm back. Waters of Fontaine really are dangerous.
That was too close. That button is a real nasty piece of work.
Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness.
Alright.
Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right?
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now.
Actually?
I'm still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion.
Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potten after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise.
What? But what's it gonna do for me?
No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something.
Looky, Paimon. Sigewinne was the one doing the saving, okay?
Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Maybe you can save it for later.
Head nurse. I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
What happened to him?
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potten guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him.
Potten pie.
No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. And one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate.
What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think you made a bad decision by handing him that bottle. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him. No matter how cooperative his accomplices are when we question them.
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll go next.
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
Granny? Wait, what? I'm confused. I am confused. Why would he be going to her? Is Potten actually that guy? Oh, he's been caught.
Don't
By
move a
Seath.
muscle. I might be short, but I pack a mean punch.
Oh yeah.
Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in. So I detained him.
Oh, there's his face. They actually showed it. Damn. Okay. Finally.
Whoa. His face.
Awesome.
Are you... Potten? So this is where you were heading, huh?
Why? I think he's not Potten.
What?
I think it's a guy that changed his appearance.
This is how Potten looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
I see.
Wait,
Is
so
it?
what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would he change back to his original face and run right into our trap?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in!
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's very sick. No way are we letting a crook like you inside.
To heck with it. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm Rawat. That's my mother in there.
That is him.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was forced into it against his will. How can he and this monster be the same person?
That's what we thought. I never actually trusted that, but...
Forced against his will? That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Interesting.
Save us the speech. Explain yourself.
Okay, yeah, it's the other way around. It's not that he changed his appearance to this. It's that this is his appearance, but he changed it to look handsome. Right.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Ew. What do you want? Get away from me.
Damn.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant.
Okay. So, he indeed was dragged into it. Against his will.
So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business, you ain't ever seeing the light of day again.
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat,
Again with the blush.
I have something I'd like to tell you.
Because he's handsome.
I became popular with women.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a licensing agreement.
My peers looked up to me.
Okay, I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors, so far be it from me to ask for a full collaboration, per se. I merely wanted to express my interest. No pressure at all, naturally.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it. Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
She did not recognize him.
Who are you?
And that's why when we showed his picture and it said his name, she didn't react.
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but...
So that is his wish. He wanted to get rid of that appearance. To have his mother see him once again.
When everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then, when I became a rising star in the Fontaine Research Institute, I was unrecognizable to her.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand? Let me inside already!
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes after what you've done? You found a way to completely change your identity. You could easily have escaped from them. But no, you chose to keep working with them.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? Is doing evil deeds really what makes someone a villain in your eyes? Or does it all come down to the way they look? None of you saw a villain when I was wearing my other face, did you?
No, I saw a villain. I just didn't want you to be one. And it wasn't because of your face. Yeah, it was because of your actions, more. Because of your outlook on life. Yeah, he has a screwed perception on this world. And in some cases, he's not wrong. He definitely isn't. And I would know myself. I too am not the most handsome individual, and my relationships with others of my age were influenced by that fact. But still, those weren't true relationships to begin with. The true relationships, they don't hold any value to how you look.
You have no right to judge me! You're all just fake people living in a hypocritical world! I regret nothing! My mother would understand!
You're a villain to the core! But especially that tongue!
He is very skewered. Which is understandable. It's the society broke him. A very lonely individual.
Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
No. The one that was the villain is the other face you created. That one was the villain. You are the victim. This face, specifically.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. But if you're asking when I started suspecting you, it was the first time you came to see me at the infirmary. I had to confirm my suspicions. That's why I chose to join this investigation.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal? What on earth gave you the idea that they could be one and the same person?
Well, there were no visual clues. This
Right.
potion's face-changing effects are very powerful. Even as a Melazine, I couldn't see through the disguise.
Yeah, she couldn't.
But I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind. Humans have certain fundamental qualities that do not change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So you think you're the one who's seen through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess what your deal is. Melazine constitutions are very close to that of water, so it stands to reason that the potion should work on them too. You use it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
And it's because she's the Melazine that it affected her this permanently, practically.
Sigewinne?
Potentially.
Yes, you're right.
She probably didn't know what it exactly was from. Maybe?
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melazines were discriminated against because of their appearance. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity, or become the head nurse of the fortress of Meripede, revered by all. Not a hard choice to make. It's a no-brainer.
No, you don't really get it.
So you see, you and I were the same. And I'm the one who saw through you!
No. All you see is your perception of her through these mudded lenses.
That's not important right now. You came here to see your mother, didn't you? Well, I can grant you your wish.
Huh?
Head nurse, I'm not sure that's a good idea in his current state.
Don't worry. Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, I was doing it to test him. He was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion. Also, he could see his mother again. If nothing else, his concern for his mother is genuine.
Yeah, I sensed that as well.
I see.
After finding out the truth.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will accompany him. You have nothing to worry about.
All right. I understand.
You were amazing, Seth.
I don't trust this guy much. Be careful.
I trust your judgment. Actually, I want to take a picture with you. Officer besties! Damn.
Mom? It's me, Potton. Your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
Oh, that's tragic.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are. Wouldn't you say?
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me, your son, Potton. If you really can't see my face, then here, take my hand. Tell me you feel your son's hand.
Or voice. I don't wanna.
I've done so much to get to this point. Please, you have to recognize me. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
Aww.
It's you. Thank you. Oh, of course.
Mom! Why will you answer her and not me? Why? Why?
Still think you're the same?
No more questions, Potton. She's gone.
Mom? Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
Botan is eventually taken away by members of the Mauritius Hunter. Mauritius Phantom, sorry. A day passes in the Flash. Yeah. Here we are again. Still selling some junk?
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion! And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the last batch. Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne!
Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello!
Hi.
I hope you two got a good rest yesterday after all your hard work.
Is this the new batch you've made? Because I remember your demo was all about the Romaritime flowers.
Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article?
Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case.
Ah, that reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it? Is it gonna cause huge problems?
Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, Butterfly Dew is an excellent skincare product that's completely safe to use. Besides, officers have already retrieved all Butterfly Dew purchased on the market. Now it's just a matter of disposal. After consulting Monsieur Nervulette, I came up with a way to neutralize any harmful effects.
I
so
see.
it'll evaporate naturally
Ooh,
without
I like that.
polluting water or soil.
I like that effect. When she looked towards the bottles, the blur went away. When she looked away, the blur came back. That's nice.
Wow, it's Sigewinne to the rescue again!
Hell yeah.
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to your instructions.
Great! Good job, everyone!
Good job!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a copy of Rawat's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potton's records. Anyway, I have them with me. Here. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down.
Yep.
He put up no resistance during the interrogation, and answered all our questions. We learned a lot.
Like what?
Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance, while helping the criminal gang produce synth.
Yep.
Later, he came up with the idea to dilute it, and use the resulting substance as a skincare product. Their supplier was Vache.
Vache, there we go.
But you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped Vache's gang dispose of an enormous amount of evidence. It made for a seamless collaboration. One man's trash was another man's treasure, and there were no loose ends.
That's strange.
It's no wonder we never noticed what Potton's gang was up to.
That is weird, because Vache's plan was to dissolve people and then try to bring them back. But I thought that he would, I don't know, experiment on that water that was left behind by the dissolved people. Thinking that their essence, their soul is still in that water, you know? Would that really be like trash to him that he would dispose of? I don't know.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
I actually very like that storytelling that we had this happening in the Archon Quest, this huge deal, and we still are facing its effects by now. This is crazy.
Make no mistake, the crimes of Vache and his accomplices will come to an end. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods, like using their private reserve to attack people on the street. Naturally, those attempts all ended in failure.
Because people don't dissolve anymore.
After receiving numerous reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner, even though he made a point of distancing himself from the gang while disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off his tail by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potton and see his mother one last time.
That's what I thought.
But there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potton had been missing for a long time, we were very much still on the lookout for him. So the moment he appeared in public, after changing back to his original appearance, we caught him.
I see.
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to see him again. But in the end...
Looking at the interrogation records, it seems like he spent the first sum of money he earned as Rawat on his mother's treatment.
As I would imagine.
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed, but a desire to become somebody who had the power to save her.
Yeah, I figured as much. It wasn't difficult to guess. But at the same time, nothing was working, so... I mean, it's a difficult situation, right? To earn money to get medicine to treat her, he had to do this. But at the same time, he gave up the chance for his mother to recognize him. So he wasn't exactly by her side when she passed. And before that, for a while. But that's because the treatment didn't work, so... The ends did not justify the means. But he could not have known that at the time.
Even so, he went too far. In the end, he got what he deserved.
Yeah, he was in too deep.
I understand. Thank you for bringing me these records.
Why did you want them anyway?
Potton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always stressed that a person's life experiences are just as important to their file as their medical history.
Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of beyond redemption now?
Well, that may be true, but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will be able to sleep easier if that's the case.
Yeah.
Of course. Not to worry.
Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then.
Good luck on the job.
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself?
Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon?
Yeah.
I told you all about it. It was quite a while ago now.
It was at the very beginning of the quest.
You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story?
You were doubting her?
Yes, it really, actually, genuinely was.
So cute. The process of making that potion.
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But considering everything we've been through together, I know I can trust you with them.
So there's more.
Before I tell you, though, could you follow me somewhere?
Okay.
I want to pay my respects to an old friend.
Of course.
I see. Sure, let us go. Man, this is a chunky quest. This is a long one. Holy. Hey, look at the boys. What you doing here together, huh?
Oh, Nervalet and Risley, they're here too.
Damn.
Good to see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you.
It is a pleasure, Monsieur Nevelet.
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Good news. Big news.
Is that genuinely something people would consider big news?
You have no idea.
Why wouldn't they? Important business is a big deal.
I love how he teases him.
Ah, yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there for them at the right time and place is of the utmost importance.
That's right. That's right, Nevi.
After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports, I had a feeling a trip here might be in order.
I see.
Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares. We're both here for the same purpose, actually, to accompany Sigewinne as she pays her respects to her late teacher.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch?
The witch.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only because Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon. Don't worry.
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many occasions, and it sounds like she was a truly generous individual. In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines. She was the only teacher willing to take Sigewinne on as a student.
I see.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne. Guess you guys really look out for your younger colleagues, huh?
Younger colleague?
Younger, yeah.
Well, that might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same.
Yeah, that's more like an elder for him.
Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago.
Really?
And after she did her time, she decided to stick around. She's been an integral part of our administration ever since.
Wow. I never knew. I never realized she was in the prison.
Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress, myself included. Pretty sure that makes me the younger colleague.
Yeah.
She served a sentence?
She committed a crime?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited any attempt to transform another species into a human.
A law? Egeria? I mean, yeah. That kind of... breaking that law would do something to the...
Initially, I and most researchers believed this law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns.
Not just, let's just say.
But now, it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy.
Yeah.
A way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth, thus enabling them to lead more straightforward, happier lives.
But then again, if someone would be able to accomplish such a feat, again, heavenly principles, like, it's still pretty much a dangerous thing to do. And Egeria experienced it firsthand.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form, but the act was nonetheless in clear violation of the law.
I see.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Not surprised. Oh, another cutscene?
Even with their
No.
daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either.
True.
Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there.
Aw.
You're laughable, you old witch. You want to save everyone in Fontaine, but you can't even save the patient before you.
Come on. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Master, what are you...
I discovered a strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from. But without witnesses or proof, no one will believe me. I had no choice but to experiment on myself to find a cure, but I hit a wall. And as you can see, it took a wretched toll on me.
Wow. She did all this research. Did it really go in vain?
Then I'll find a cure for you, and then you can go cure her.
There's no need. I am beyond saving now. There's nothing you can do.
But, Master...
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can.
Yeah.
I know, but they don't trust me at all.
That girl. She's your first ever patient, isn't she?
There's something red on her
Tell
face
me,
now.
what cost are you willing to bear to see her cured?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Wait. No. No, don't tell me.
Even if it means breaking the law and being punished for it?
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Don't tell me.
Spoken like a true student of mine. Then I shall make one more final gamble. And see my experiment through to its end.
Yeah.
Leave me for now, and come back in 2 hours.
God damn it. How?
If I am able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontainians, and I shall be able to help you treat that girl. If not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat. In that case, do not come looking for me.
It would be useless.
I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease. It has little use, but it will at least help you cure this one patient you can reach.
Oh my god.
When Sigewinne returned, the miracle had not occurred.
Yeah, I realized. God damn it. I realized when I saw her body deteriorating. Everything led to Sigewinne drinking the remains of her master. Oh my god. This is... oh, Jesus. Wow.
She found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form, breaking Fontaine's law in the process.
I just don't understand how how this granny would dissolve herself and make a potion out of herself. At least that's what I'm guessing what she did. It could be something else, but just That's the first thing that came to mind. I just don't know how she pulled it off.
And after I had confirmed the veracity of the events, I gave my verdict.
It must have been heartbreaking to, send this little Melusine to prison.
So that's what happened.
Her teacher sacrificed herself and left that potion behind. I still don't fathom how she made that potion after her death, but...
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontanians was uncovered.
Oh, God. That's even worse. So much time has passed.
When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I use the law to uphold justice, there are times when I cannot help but acknowledge its ruthlessness.
Yeah.
After the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully, the legal code does not require Sigewinne to shoulder any additional punishment.
Wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
Yeah. Oh, man.
On behalf of the Maréchaussée Phantom, I would like to once again thank the Fortress of Meripede for your assistance in the response to yesterday's prison break.
Our head nurse and the Traveler and Paimon did most of the heavy lifting, I would say.
Sigewinne seems to be in good spirits. I trust work hasn't been too hard on her lately?
Well, she might be the only permanent medical staff in the fortress, but there's plenty of people with medical knowledge willing to help her out.
That's nice.
I am most relieved to hear it.
The way you're asking after her well-being makes you sound like a concerned parent.
He is one.
Well, I won't lie. I've always seen myself that way.
Yes, you go. You go, father, or maybe mother. Of all Melusines.
Showing your age a bit there, don't you think?
Come on, don't shame.
Indeed. Actually, I often forget just how much older I am than you.
Well, while we're on the topic, what did you do before getting this job anyway? Spend all day swimming in the sea from east to west and then north to south?
Right?
Yes, and
yes!
From the surface to the ocean floor on occasion.
Damn. He was just chilling.
Wow. Impressive.
Apologies, that was merely an attempt at humor. You can disregard what I said.
Then what's the truth?
That's impossible, I'm afraid. My imagination's already running wild.
You ruined him. What's the real truth? What? What do you mean? God damn it. Blue balled again. Hi, Sigewinne.
You're here.
It's been almost 4 hours.
The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her body was nowhere to be found. All that's left of her is an empty tomb. And even that's deep underwater now.
Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah, I didn't connect these dots until that conversation.
Sounds like Monsieur Neuvillette filled you in.
After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process, huh?
Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night, my first thought was that it kind of made sense. It seemed exactly like the sort of thing she would do.
Turn herself into medicine.
But she was planning to sacrifice herself and never told you.
Well,
that's just who she was. If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine, then that's what she'd do.
a truly great doctor.
Alright, but why did you turn yourself in?
I broke the law, simple as that. My teacher made her choice, and I made mine.
Otherwise, she would live, in disguise all the time. She can't hide her appearance as a Melusine, but she also can't hide her appearance as a human. so people would find out eventually.
True. It's just the way Patton framed it when he was asking you all those questions, it made Paimon really mad.
Understandable, but again, he needed something to vent his frustrations.
You're not like him at all, and everything Neverlet said confirms that.
Yeah, of course.
And yet, you were still convicted and thrown in prison. It just feels so unfair.
I wonder how long the sentence was.
Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time, I'm not sure I would have been able to stay strong when he was questioning me.
Ah.
Well, what makes you say that?
I knew you'd be curious. Let me tell you a story.
I'm listening. A cutscene.
The verdict
Oh!
came down. This Melazine
Oh my god.
is guilty. Deudex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melazine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore
The
her
music
hood
is so
and
cool.
raincoat,
So
even
sweet
though
and cute.
it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melazine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
That's the friend.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melazine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewinne, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human.
True.
I finally found you, after all these years.
She never gave a
I
damn.
still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
Of course.
But how? I was no longer a Melazine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melazine?
Hell yeah.
I remember the warmth of your palm.
Aww.
It's quite unmistakable. And you
Something
know what?
other than appearance.
It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melazines. And I think
She was in prison.
that
She
it's all because of
didn't know.
you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melazine.
Bro!
Now that's an ending
This is
Paimon
so
can get
sweet.
behind.
Yes, let's go.
After hearing everything Patton said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who he looked like on the outside. But it was too late. The warmth in his palm had already disappeared. I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face.
No need to feel bad for him. It does feel like wasted potential.
I understand. Thanks, you two. I appreciate you being here for me while I talk this through.
You're very welcome. I feel like I should be thanking you for telling me this, you know?
Oh, it's nothing. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more reason I invited you here. It's about time I finally give you what I promised.
Oh, can I change my appearance? You know, the last story quest I did, I thought I was gonna change my appearance too, in terms of my clothes, but it never happened. I had no expectations to begin with, but it still didn't happen. And it probably will not happen here either.
In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marashose Phantom gave me special permission to make a few bottles of that potion. And I made one extra just for you two.
Just as promised.
We don't need it though. Shouldn't we destroy it?
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first. You two did so much for me. How could I break my promise?
Yeah, she promised.
Well, fair enough, but anyway, Paimon's definitely not interested in this stuff anymore. Still, if this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Maybe we can give it a special meaning somehow. Oh, Paimon's got it!
Come on, Paimon.
Melusine's
Wreck your brain.
physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. In that case, what do you say, Sigewinne? Ever thought about transforming back to the way you used to look? After all, from a Melusine point of view, Paimon bets Melusines look the cutest of all.
Paimon.
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
Well...
Well, you're kind of fluffy when you're Melusine, so...
What was Paimon thinking? You made up your mind a long time ago. Yeah, let's just destroy this thing.
yeah, let's just waste it.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like the end of an era when we do it. Come on! Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. And the end screen. Yes! Wow. Crazy. What a quest.
I'd like to stay here with my teacher for a little longer.
You do you, Sigewinne. You do you. Wow. That is a very deep quest. A very deep one. I feel like I should talk about this subject for a bit, but at the same time I'm kind of speechless. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like if there was something I wanted to say... Actually, there is something I want to say. The pattern on Shivrus's hair, look at that. You see that? Right under the hat. It's so awesome. Okay, and then... I feel like what I wanted to say was already said during the episode, so I don't really know how to add something to that thought of mine. I guess you could say never judge a book by its cover.